Welcome to Lawrence Technological University. We are so excited to have you as a student. This video will provide you with more information that you'll need for advising and instructions on how to register on Banner Web. If you have any questions after your advising session, you can always feel free to reach out to your advisor. If you're a student in the College of Architecture and Design, Arts and Sciences, or Engineering, you'll reach out to the University Advising Center. You may email advisor@ltu.edu, or if you're on campus, feel free to stop by their office in room C205 in the Taubman Student Services Building. If you are a student in the College of Business and Information Technology, you could feel free to reach out to your advisor at busit-srm@ltu.edu. The College of Business and IT is located in room M331 in the Buell Building. In order to ensure that students stay on sequence with their program, the university has established advising requirements. Make sure that you meet with your advisor at least once per semester prior to registering for subsequent semesters. Know and understand the flowchart for your major. If you need to find your flowchart, visit ltu.edu and search flowchart in the search box. Take an active role in discussing scheduling options for next semester. This means share with your advisor if you're an athlete, if you have a part-time job, or if you have any other conflicts. Be candid and honest. Make sure you let your advisor know if you're struggling in classes. If you have other concerns, you can share those as well. Advisors are here to help. And begin to build a professional relationship with your advisor. You'll never know when you may need a reference letter, and they can help with this as well. Students often wonder how many classes they should take, especially in their first semester. Keep in mind that every 1 hour in class each week, you could expect 2 hours of additional study. We encourage students to count the number of credits and not the number of classes to determine what's the best option. Generally, we suggest that students take between 12 and 17 credit hours. This will be determined based on your outside commitments and what you feel comfortable with. If you are taking 12 credit hours in a semester, you can expect up to 36 hours of commitment. If you are taking 17 credit hours in a semester, you can expect up to 51 hours of commitment. Again, make sure to count credits and not the number of classes to determine what's the best option for you. At Lawrence Tech, a course listing has 3 components: the CRN, or course reference number, the prefix, which is the course level and number of credits, and lastly, the course name. Below you will see an example. 1304 is the CRN, or course reference number. You will see this hyperlinked, and it is important to keep track of the CRN as it indicates a specific section of a course. COM 1103 is the course level and number of credits. The 1 in COM 1103 indicates the course level. This class is a freshman course. To the right, you can see a listing of the different levels based on the course level indicated. 1 is a freshman course, 2 is a sophomore course, 3 junior, 4 senior, and so on. The 3 in COM 1103 indicates the number of credits. And lastly, the course name, college composition. You will want to familiarize yourself with the alphabetic prefix of each subject area. Here you can see listings for the College of Architecture and Design. And here you will see subject areas for courses in the College of Arts and Sciences. Here you can see courses for the College of Business and Information Technology. And lastly, here you can see courses for the College of Engineering. Math courses at Lawrence Tech provide a solid foundation for the rest of your program, and they are often part of the roadmap that leads you to a next course. We asked each college to let us know their suggested order to schedule classes. Here you will see the College of Architecture and Design's recommended schedule order. First, they recommend you register for your math class and then your studios. Studios take up a large portion of your schedule as a College of Architecture and Design student. After you register for math and your studios, you can then plug in your composition courses and other courses. Here you will see the suggested order of classes for College of Arts and Sciences students and Business and IT students. Again, math is the first recommended class, and then science. And last but not least, here is the suggested order to schedule classes for engineering students. First, register for your introductory engineering courses and then your math courses. Below you will see a sample mock schedule. You should have received a scheduling grid in your advising confirmation email. We suggest that you print this and have it available when you're registering for classes. On the mock schedule, you can see that the student first registered for their largest credit hour course, which is MCS 1414. This is a 4 credit hour math class that is 5 days a week. After you schedule your largest credit hour courses, you can then schedule your 3 credit hour and 2 credit hour classes. It is important to note the CRN or course reference number for the class when mapping out your schedule. This CRN number is what you will use to register for classes. When meeting with your advisor, they're not only there to help you register for your first semester's classes, but they're there to help you get acquainted with the university and ask any questions that you may need answers to. You can ask them about your placement scores or whether you've taken standardized tests like the ACT or SAT if that can waive any of your placement requirements. You can also ask them if you plan to receive AP, IB, or CLEP credit. You can ask them how to change your major, or if you're an undeclared student, you can ask them how to declare your major. And lastly, if you'd like to register for more or less credit, have a discussion with them about that. Your class schedule is largely based on the results of your placement assessments. We strongly recommend that your first attempt on your placement assessments is your best attempt. When scheduling your first semester, you will need to set your class schedule according to your initial placement scores. Again, we recommend that your first attempt be your best attempt, but if you do need to retake your placement assessment, you are allowed to do so only one time. There is a 21-day waiting period between your first attempt on the placement and your next. If you need to retake a placement assessment, you can fill out the form at the website listed here. Along with the form, you will be required to submit an essay outlining how you studied previously for the test and how you will study differently for your retake. Again, placement assessments may only be retaken once. Whether your score is higher or lower on your second attempt, that is the one that determines placement. No exceptions. Now we will discuss how to register for your first semester's classes. There's a few things that you can do in order to prepare for your appointment. First, if you are having an online appointment, you will receive the Zoom link to meet with your advisor close to your scheduled appointment day and time. If you're still taking placement assessments, this email with the Zoom link could come very close to your actual advising appointment. Make sure to check your spam folder for this Zoom link. Before your appointment, make sure you have your 9-digit Banner ID number available. If you or your parent have logged into BannerWeb before, make sure you know your PIN. And again, make sure you print that scheduling grid that was sent with your confirmation email. To access BannerWeb, visit my.ltu.edu and click on the banner icon. Once here, you will click on the Banner Web login for admitted students and alumni. Once you are a current student, you will click on the Banner Web login for students, faculty, and staff. Once you are here, you will enter your 9-digit Banner ID as your user ID and your PIN number. If this is your first time logging into Banner Web, your PIN will be your birth date in the format of month, day, year. After you log in for the first time, you will be prompted to create a new 6-digit PIN. If you are having trouble logging in, make sure you're entering your PIN in the correct format. Again, this is month, day, year. Check with your advisor to ensure that we have your correct birth date on file. And if you're still having trouble, make sure you talk with your advisor about resetting your PIN. After you click Login, if this is your first time logging in, you will be prompted to create a new 6-digit PIN. You will also be prompted to create a security question in the event that you lose your PIN. Once logged in, you will click on the Student Services and Financial Aid tab. Next, you will click on Registration. And next, you will click on Look Up Classes to add. You will start your course search by selecting the term you wish to register for and clicking Submit. Next, you will select the subject of the course and click Course Search. If needed, refer to the alphabetic prefix list provided earlier in this presentation. Find your course from the list and click on View Sections. Find the section you would like to register for. Again, make sure you write down the CRN. You will map this class on your scheduling grid, and then you'll be able to search for your next class. On this screen, note the days of the week. This class, Bio 1213, is on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. until 9:50 a.m. On the screen, you can also see the location of the course in the Science Building, S321. You will see a list of the days of the week and their acronyms and what they mean below. Once you're ready to search for your next class, click on New Search. Continue to search for your classes and map your schedule out on the scheduling grid provided in your confirmation email. As a reminder, make sure to keep the CRN numbers for every course. Once you have found all of your courses, you are ready to register. Again, click on the Student Services and Financial Aid tab. You will again click on Registration, and here you will click on Add/Drop Classes. Enter each number into the CRN boxes. Please note the boxes are found at the bottom of this page and you may need to scroll down. Once all of your CRNs are entered, click Submit Changes. Your page will refresh and show your schedule along with any errors. Below are some of the errors that you may encounter. You will work with your advisor to correct any of these issues. If there is an error, you are not registered for the course. You will need to resolve the error, input the CRN of the class again or a new class, and once again, click Submit Changes. If you see closed sections with a wait list when your page refreshes, you have the option to add yourself to the wait list. You will do this by selecting Web Waitlisted in the Action drop-down menu and clicking on Submit Changes. The waitlist is a first-come, first-served list. You will be notified in your LTU email if you are next on the list and when one of the following occurs. If the department increases the enrollment cap on the course so that a spot opens up, or if a student drops the course so that a spot opens up. When notified, you will have only 24 hours to log into Banner Web and register for the course by entering the CRN and clicking Submit Changes. We have provided instructions on accessing your LTU email at the end of this presentation. Again, it's very important if you are waitlisted to continue to check your LTU email until the semester begins. Once you have registered for all of your courses, to view your schedule, click again on registration. You then have the option to click on Student Schedule by day and time or Student Detail Schedule to see your full schedule of courses. Here you will find instructions on accessing your LTU email. Please note that you have to be registered for classes in Banner Web to actually have an LTU email. It could take up to 48 hours for your email to generate after you've registered for courses. Your first step is to confirm your new username by logging into Banner Web. Once there, you will click on the Personal Information tab, then you will click on View Email Addresses. Your username is listed under Campus Email Address. Once you have your username, follow the instructions here for first-time users. Again, if you are waitlisted for a course, you will want to continue to access your LTU email for notification about the waitlist. Whenever you need to meet with your advisor, we encourage you to look at your advising student profile before that meeting. You can access your advising student profile in Banner Web in the Student Services and Financial Aid tab. You will see the advising student profile at the very bottom of the list on the left-hand side. Once in your student profile, you can see where your advisor is listed, and also in the upper right-hand corner, you can see if you have any holds. You will want to click on your holds and have them resolved prior to your meeting with your advisor so that you can register for classes. We know we covered a lot of information in this presentation. If you have any questions for us, please feel free to reach out. You may call at 248-204-3160, text at 248-450-0116, or email admissions@ltu.edu. Thank you for listening and have a great day.